Hello there, traveler. I am Leonardo MacLeod from the Clan MacLeod. But long ago, I was known as Ask, the first man created by the gods themselves. And I'm here to tell you about Odin, the All-Father. So please,
Ahem. Stay a while and listen.
Odin is the most powerful and oldest of the gods. He personifies the universe and eternal archetype of the shaman who acquired wisdom in three ways. First, by his own sacrifice, Odin hanged himself on the world tree Yggdrasil. He hung on a branch for 9 days and 9 nights. His torso was pierced by his own spear, Gungnir, causing a very serious injury. Strong winds whipped his hanging body. He ate nothing during the 9 days and 9 nights, and drank nothing. He stood there alone in pain, his life draining away little by little. Between the cold and agony, on the verge of death, his sacrifice yielded a dark fruit. In the ecstasy of pain, Odin looked down, and the knowledge of the runes were revealed to him. He understood them, assimilating their power and meaning. Then the rope broke, and with a shout, Odin fell from the tree. He came to a sense of magic, and the world came to belong to him. The second way in which Odin acquired wisdom was by sacrificing his eye to obtain permission to drink from the source of the god Aesir, Mimir. Since Mimir represents ancestral memory and its source is the repository of all knowledge of the ancestors achieved by intuition and the inner vision. The third way was through the daily intake of Odhroir, the mead of poetry, the essence of the divine conscience of the Aesir in Vanir, stolen by Odin from the giantess Gunlod. Odin has many names. He is the father of all, the lord of the dead, the god of strength due to sacrifice to unlock the secrets of the runes. He is the god of cargo and prisoners. He is called Grimnir because as a shaman, Odin performs the mission of conducting the souls, founded, collected, and conducted during his wandering through the realms riding Sleipnir, his eight-legged horse. Unfortunately, this mission was distorted and presented in medieval tales as the funeral night ride of ghosts called it the Wild Hunt, and Odin called it Grimnir, the Hooded, was equated with the devil by the Christian Church, which even banned his name from the day of the week dedicated to him. This day is Wednesday, since he is also known as Wooden. The people of the North chose the fourth day of the week to be known by those who still revere Odin as Wooden's Day. But we must remember that the week only started to begin on Sunday much later. So for the ancients, the week started on Monday. Odin travels everywhere in the skies, wanting to see the world as an ordinary person sees it. When he walks among us, he is in the form of a tall man wearing a cloak and a hat. Odin has two crows, Hugin and Muni, whose names means thought and memory respectively. These birds fly all over the world, bringing news and the knowledge of all things to Odin. The crows land on his shoulders and whisper in his ears. When he sits on his grand throne, Lidskjalf, he contemplates everything, no matter where in the universe. Nothing can be hidden from Odin. He brought war to the world. Battles were started with a warrior throwing a spear towards the enemy army, dedicating the battle and the deaths to Odin. The survivors resisted by Odin's grace, and those fallen in the war were betrayed by him. Warriors killed in battle are taken by the Valkyries, beautiful warrior maidens who collect the souls of those that died an honorable death to a hall known as Valhalla. There, Odin waits for the fallen, and the dead drink, fight, battle, and feast with Odin as their leader. As a patron of the gifts of inspiration and wisdom, Odin presents himself as an elderly sage with long grey hair wrapped in a dark blue cloak, with a hooded or wide brimmed hat covering the empty orbit of the lost eye. One of the crows perched on his shoulder and the other flying around him. He uses a staff inscribed with runes and speaks only in verse, using beautiful and touching words. And just as a curiosity, it was this small detail that brought the necessary inspiration for Tolkien to create the character of Gandalf the Grey. And that is all for today. But there are always more amazing tales to tell. Before I leave, do not forget, first of all, if you're not part of the clan, hit the subscribe button to be part of it. Second, hit as well the like button to let YouTube know that these tales must reach others. That way, you can help spread them to the four corners of the realm. And thirdly, ring the bell icon so you can be notified of new tales to listen. Until then, may the gods of old guide thee in thy path.